The San Francisco Giants get a huge victory against the rival Los Angeles Dodgers by a final score of 2-1, guys. And Drew Pomeranz took the hill today. And man, oh man, I could not be more proud of the effort that Drew Pomeranz showed because he definitely battled through some adversity, guys. Pomeranz has had a very rough go of it this season, and his spot in the rotation was heavily, guys, in jeopardy after his most recent outing about a week ago or so against the last place Orioles, in which he gave up in 1 2/3 innings, he gave up 8 earned runs. And so the Giants ended up skipping his next start, and they wanted him to work on some things and take that extra rest so that he could potentially be lined up to face a very heavy left-handed heavy lineup in the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Pomeranz absolutely put on a show today, guys. He got tested very early in this one. In the first inning, with 1 out, the Dodgers started to put a rally together, guys. It started with a Max Muncy single, followed by a Justin Turner single. And then Cody Bellinger worked a very good plate appearance, worked a walk, and loaded the bases with 1 out. And with everything that's been going on with Pomeranz, and the Giants' struggles in the first inning, Pomeranz could have very easily cashed it in that first inning. Could have allowed his focus to get away from him. Could have gotten very distracted with, his thinking. And, the goal always is to execute your pitches and focus on one pitch at a time. So in that first inning, guys, Pomeranz, he was very tested, but he was able to persevere and get through, guys. So he struck out David Freese and then also struck out Corey Seager to get through that 30-pitch first inning. And after that first inning, guys, Pomeranz was smooth sailing the rest of the game. He was cruising, man, cruising that Dodgers lineup, guys, totaling 7 strikeouts. And only gave up 3 hits on the day through 92 pitches and only had 1 walk. So Pomeranz, he gave the Giants everything that they needed. And huge props to him for persevering through that first inning. And, I hope that this outing for Drew Pomeranz is the beginning of a lot of good stuff to come his way. Because it starts with 1 good outing. It starts with executing 1 good pitch. And so, yeah, guys, I'm going to read you some of the quotes that Pomeranz had following the game. He said, "I think I've been on the side of the ball a little bit in the past couple years and some this year. It just makes everything flatten out. I wanted to, on some stuff, worked really hard on just committing to staying on top of the ball." So, guys, Pomeranz, this is what he worked on. He worked on, trying to get his arm slot up in a way that when he's finishing his pitches, it's going down on a straight motion, being more on top of the ball. And so, as Pomeranz was quoted as saying, he was kind of more flat, and with that, pitches were flattening out, and, he was getting hit very hard, as was evidenced by a 15.70 ERA in his last 4 starts, guys. So it was a struggle for Pomeranz. The last outing that he had a very good outing was April 24th, when he went 6 shutout innings against the Blue Jays. And so, guys, as we go into later in the game, the Giants were getting shut out by Clayton Kershaw through 5 innings. And here we go. The magic at Oracle Park starts to happen in the 6th inning, guys. So leading off the 6th inning, Brandon Belt comes up. And it's a very interesting plate appearance because he hits a fly ball down the left field line. And the Dodgers left fielder, Chris Taylor, he is running that fly ball down. And if you're ever playing outfield, you're just focused on the ball. You're not really looking a whole lot at your feet or where you're going unless you're starting to move closer towards a wall. And so Chris Taylor, guys, he wound up tripping over the bullpen mound in left field. And so that extended the at-bat for Brandon Belt. and he was eventually able to work a leadoff walk against Kershaw. And that was very impressive in that 6th inning because Belt historically lifetime has struggled against Kershaw. I think he was hitting like a $176 or something like that, so not very good for Brandon Belt. But again, huge credit to him to continuing to battle in that at bat. Able to work a walk. And then up comes Evan Longoria, guys, with a nice base hit. And so the table is set for the Giants. And then Kevin Pillar, guys, Pillar, he comes up with the big RBI single to give the Giants a 1-0 lead. And, we're feeling good now. And then later in the inning, guys, the Dodgers decided to bring the infield in. And then Brandon Crawford, guys. Brandon Crawford, he was able to get a ground ball just enough, to the second baseman so that Max Muncy couldn't make a play on Evan Longoria at home plate. And so that extends the Giants' lead, guys, to 2-0 at that point. And so, guys, with the Giants holding on to a 2-0 lead, we go to the 7th inning, and the Giants bring in their shutdown bullpen. We bring in Reyes Maranta, who cruises through that 7th inning, guys, and lowers his ERA to 2.70. Or, sorry, the 6th inning, I should say. Then in the 7th inning, guys, we bring in Sam Dyson, who is having an absolutely phenomenal year. He continues to pitch very well for us, guys. And he pitches an inning, lowers his ERA to 2.70. And the interesting thing about Sam Dyson is that he very well could potentially get traded at this year's July 31st trade deadline, along with a whole lot of other good bullpen pitchers like Tony Watson and Will Smith. And so, guys, in the 8th inning, Chris Taylor gets the Dodgers on the board as he hits a home run off Tony Watson. And now the lead is cut in half to 2-1. So we have a very intense game, guys, at Oracle Park. Giants-Dodgers rivalry cannot get any more better than that. And then in the 9th inning, guys, we bring in Will Smitty, who is just having the most amazing season that we've seen. And his story, guys, is so phenomenal because back in 2017, he was out for the entire year due to a big injury that he had in his arm. And so he was able to come back in 2018. And when he came back last year, guys, he was pitching very well. And, that dominance has continued over into this season. So he had a nice 9th inning, guys. Picked up his 14th save of the year. Knock on wood, guys, Will Smith is 14 for 14 in save opportunities. So he's had a, phenomenal season and got 2 strikeouts in that inning, guys, and lowered his ERA to 2.28 on the year. So absolutely amazing. And the loss for Clayton Kershaw, guys, it was his first loss this year in 22 starts for Kershaw. And so, guys, the final pitching line for Kershaw, he went 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, the 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. And so, guys, I'm going to read you a very interesting quote following the game from Brandon Belt about, the game tonight and how well the Giants have been playing, or the potential of how well they can play. So he said the biggest thing was the intensity level was raised during this game. Belt said we needed to take that into series against teams who aren't the best teams in the league. And if we can do that, we can win a lot more ball games. So I could not agree more with Brandon Belt, and what he's saying is so true, because time and time again, if you see the Giants and how they play against the Dodgers, and I talk about this with my dad a lot, is that the Giants play the Dodgers tough. It doesn't matter what type of season the Giants are having. I can remember growing up, even in the years where the Giants were up and coming. First couple years that I started watching Giants baseball, first full year was 2007 and then into 2008. And we were playing the Dodgers very tough, guys. So historically, the Giants have always played them tough. And that's what you love to see in a rivalry, because you never count the Giants out. And this is another one of those games because I don't think a lot of people would have gave us, hope or chance really at all to win this game. When you factor that we were up against Kershaw, the struggles of Drew Pomeranz, and you didn't know how he was going to respond. Because again, he was put in a very pressure type situation in that first inning, guys. But, huge credit to him to pull through that, and huge credit to the Giants. They played a fantastic game today against the first place Dodgers. And the Giants showed, guys, that in Bruce Bochy's last year, we can, I repeat, we can do this, okay? We can start stringing together some wins, win some ball games, get on a nice winning streak, that is going to propel us, guys, hopefully into October baseball. And so, guys, as we look ahead to the future, to the San Francisco Giants' next game in the series, on Saturday night, guys, the Giants are going to send Jeff Samardzija to the hill. And Samardzija looked phenomenal his last outing, guys. Against the last place Orioles last Sunday, he went 6 innings, gave up a Trey Mancini solo home run in the first inning, but after that, Samardzija was lights out, guys, and he had earned his first win since April 23rd. So look for Samardzija, guys, to continue to build on that outing that he had against the Orioles, and I could not be more excited, guys. Samardzija is 3-4 with a 3.61 ERA on the year with 57 strikeouts. And the Giants will be up against the likes of Rich Hill from the Dodgers, guys. Rich Hill is 2-1 with a 2.25 ERA and 46 strikeouts on the year. And so, guys, the Giants, they have struggled at times against left-handed pitching. So, look for them to make some good adjustments, hopefully. Hopefully they've been getting, cracking down on watching the film and really developing a nice game plan of how they're going to attack Rich Hill in this one. And, the Giants, it's going to be a huge game. If we can try to win this series, guys, that's going to be huge for us moving forward. And right now, we can't really get caught up looking at the standings. We just got to continue to work hard and continue to believe that we can get this done, guys. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and comment down below, guys. I would love to hear your opinion and your perspective on all things San Francisco Giants. How are you guys feeling after the huge win against the Dodgers today? And has your opinion of Drew Pomeranz changed after tonight? Or do you need to see more outings like what he had tonight in order for you to be convinced that, you can rely on him? Because the last thing we want to have happen, of course, is say we get in a position down the stretch or in the postseason and we pitch a guy that we feel confident in and then he goes out there and struggles. So, definitely huge, and want to hear your opinion, your perspective, guys. And also, what do you guys think about if Madison Bumgarner is going to get traded, or if any of our bullpen pitchers are going to get traded? So all of that is very interesting, guys. So until next time, I will see you again. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.